huge numbers for them to win, and that he was able to pull it off when defenses were absolutely loaded up to him. So there with Tyus Jones and Jared Bayless.
Love for Capella. Obviously Harden scores, but he's also terrific when it comes to assists.
Towns has really improved as a passer from when he first came into the NBA.
Harden again, Capella, another put down.
As Saric goes at Harden.
Jeff Teague will be a free agent in the summer as well. Here's Saric going up again, and this time getting it to go. And Harden gets the rebound inside. He averages almost 7 boards per game. Minnesota gets it back. Towns can't finish. Pinballs out to Okogie, who knocks down the foul line Jay. Here's Capella again from Harden. Wiggins on the season, close to 18 points per game. Harden lets it fly, cans the three-pointer. 309 made threes. Wiggins out in transition, fires to Okogie, who gets the layup.
Great pass by Wiggins and a terrific run by Okogie.
No good. Battered around, Daniel House gets it, feeds Capella for 2. Of the telecast, the Rockets were under 500 after that great year last year when they led the league with 65 wins, and you wondered as that one goes down for Wiggins.
Another perimeter player of his magnitude has been traded in his prime.
I wasn't expecting that as Towns gets to the...
First of all, if anybody knew, everybody would have tried to trade for him, and Oklahoma City would have never let a few $1 million get in the way of signing him. As Daniel House, and this is what Mike D'Antoni was talking about.
You could say, well, the Suns are bad, but the Suns have beaten Milwaukee twice. They just beat Golden State a week ago. As Harden drives and finishes. Towns has Harden on him here. Here's Bates Diop with 1 on the shot clock, and the rookie from Ohio State drains the straight-on triple.
To the secondary player for the 3.
Only a 6-made 3 of the season, Bates Diop. Harden answers with a 3 of his own on the other end.
Their players should take great pride. They lost a great player in Oladipo, and their defense and their togetherness have shown through.
Chris Paul knocks down the jumper. First game tonight, or tomorrow night rather, of a doubleheader on ESPN. Towns.
I like Minnesota's approach tonight.
During that break, to think a little bit about your comment regarding Harden being the greatest perimeter player traded as Wiggins soars and finishes. Here's Anthony Tolliver getting into the paint. Batted right to Gibson for the throwdown.
A good signing by the Timberwolves. Really smart. Can really shoot it from 3. I actually like it. I'm usually not for it, but I'm not sure about the purple socks as House drives it to the rim, which I don't think is any different than a lot of great players' defense. They defend, they pace themselves at that end of the floor. So durability and availability is one of your great talents in professional sports. As Tucker hits another 3, you sit out for the littlest bump and bruise. That also sets a tone. And give Karl-Anthony Towns, as Bayless makes a layup, always available. His durability, as has Wiggins, even though Wiggins hasn't played as much this year, we're pulling our weight and your weight. So, you know, nice right-hand running hook by Harden.
To end the regular season, and they're 1-2 against the Thunder, so that could be big in terms of tiebreakers. 2 on the shot clock. Okogie gets it to go as he's falling to the deck. This former #1 overall pick of Cleveland back in 2014. Harden with the floater, swishes it over Towns. Okogie gets past Harden and flies to the rim. Chris Paul pulls up and swishes it. Played well in a loss Wednesday against the Warriors. You're at 24. Saric drives and finishes.
He could do a podcast, a TV show.
Shumpert in and out, rebounded by Capella, gets fouled and puts it in. Great body control and finish with the left hand by Capella. Assist leader a few years ago in the NBA, averaged over 11 assists per game in one season. 8-second difference in the clocks. Shumpert sizing up the three and hitting it to give Houston the lead.
At halftime, including during warm-ups, and then I spoke to the T-Wolves. Ryan Saunders and I chatted for a moment. I asked him what he liked about his team here in the first half. He said defense. They've been drilling defense the last 2 days.
They've taken 24 threes. Of their 52 shots, 24 have been from three-point range. Make it 25, and now 9 makes as Gordon drills it. Towns on the baseline, drills it. All-star each of the last 2 years for the Wolves.
They've got to go back to getting him established right away as Gordon hits another three.
Saric on him now. Shot clock at 4. Harden pops for 3 and hits. What do you think, Jeff, is the next step in Towns' evolution to becoming? He's already a great offensive player, but what's next for him?
Well, it's defense.
Paul drains a 3. Obviously going to need him to have any shot this year. Gonna fire away again and knock it down again. He's made all 5. We're in the early part of the season, but with the moves they've made as Towns scores, getting Shumpert and Fareed, we don't know how that things will factor into the playoffs. Extra pass by Gordon. House's 3 is there. We got 5:15 on the clock here in the third. Wiggins attacks. Gibson tips it in. Positioning, trying to avoid the Warriors as best as possible, but as Capella gets the dunk from Harden. Clippers trade Tobias Harris. They don't miss a beat. San Antonio's won 8 in a row. Hottest team in the NBA. Harden rips the net on the 17th 3 by Houston.
Used to beat Houston off the dribble and make some pretty good plays.
Harden penetrates and gets to the basket for the layup. House left open. Another 3-ball. 18th of the night for Houston.
And Mike D'Antoni having as much confidence in him to play him right away.
Gibson gets the basket and a foul. Paul trying to find Nene on the cut. Nene goes to the left hand, rolls around the rim, and it drops. How about 40 points in a quarter for Houston? Bayless gets past Nene and hits it off the window. Shumpert will try the long 2. It's rare you see a long 2 with the Rockets.
Open mind, and just don't tell me their cherry turnovers aren't the best you've ever tasted. Nice pass by Towns right there.
2 blocks and 19 points. His team though down 15. Paul drives. Capella, nicely done to catch it, come back down. Good look from the corner is good for Gordon. The 19th three-pointer by Houston tonight.
Chris Paul going into the post once again.
And gets the roll over Jones. He's 8 of 12 from the floor. In a row here in Houston.
They really miss Derrick Rose, though. He's had such a dynamic year offensively for them. Free chicken. Okay.
Or a shopping spree at Buc-ee's. Gerald Green to the rim, gets the layup.
He's got to continue to work on his finishing game. And like most first-year players, they've got to make a big, as Green hits another 3, they've got to make a big jump between year 1 and year 2. Great things about Houston. You know, people helping each other. He was just one of many who served the city admirably during that.
Don't forget a doubleheader tomorrow of NBA on ESPN. Okogie hits a 3 to the buzzer, presented by McDonald's, coming up next. Would imagine that that's a topic that Michelle, Jalen, Chauncey, and Paul will touch on because it looked bad. And with a win tonight, 44-26 record. They've won 11 of their last 12, and Chris Paul playing at a very high level right now.